Yo, hey, what's up, people? We're back. First things first, thank you to Kevin Chapman Joe for data mining and getting all this stuff set up for us. And I'm gonna do the best I can because I'm gonna run through all three characters and the update, which is gonna happen in like the next 2 days. So we're gonna just run through it real quick. I will do more in-depth reviews on the characters and all that other good stuff when they actually come out, and I'll do them one by one. Right now, I'm just gonna run through all three of them. So. First things first, we have young Yoshi. I'm going to call him Yoshi because I like Yoshi. Deals sweep damage equal to 530% to the enemy target, which seems like it's decent damage at 530%. That's crazy. Sweep penetrates rate. Okay, penetration rate becomes 1.5 times during this skill's duration. If you have battle spirit, crit damage for this skill is increased by 40%. So whatever crit damage you have, think about 40%. So if you're running like 40, 30% crit and another 40, you're doing 70, 70% crit damage. So I mean, just whatever, you know, whatever. Who knows how much crit damage you have? It's just like, I don't know, just whatever. Just add 40% to the damage that you're getting. Anyways, perseverance pursuit after using an active skill gains perseverance equal to the skill level up to 6 stacks, which is crazy. But it says equal to the skill level up to 6 stacks, but skill level only goes up to 3, right? I guess it might do it. But it says gains perseverance for one for I guess just for him, whatever. Anyways, 6 stacks. So I guess if you use his skill twice, max out at 3, there's your 6 stacks, whatever. Anyways, when perseverance reaches the max stack, raises the skill level, deals damage equal to 180% of attack to all enemies, and removes all perseverance effects. This damage can only trigger once per turn. Okay, so it just stacks up. So for each round, I guess. I guess that's that. That's that. Perseverance increases crit defense of all allied characters by 6%, which, I mean, whatever. It could have been more. It really could. I mean, just 6%. That's not much. Anyways, next one is gonna be Battle Spirit. When your turn starts, a caster gains 1 Battle Spirit. After an allied character triggers a non-active skill, that character gains 1 Battle Spirit for 1 turn, and the caster gains 1 perseverance. There you go. So that's how your perseverance is going to get up to 6 stacks. For each perseverance gained in 1 turn, all allied characters deal 5% more non-active skill damage. This turn up to 25%. So, but perseverance stacks by 6, so it should be 30%. But I guess it only takes 5 stacks into account. Perseverance increases crit defense of all allied characters by 6%. Battle Spirit lifesteal rate increases by 5%. Crit rate for the next active skill increased by 40%, which is nice. So you get your crit rate there, and then you get your crit damage with the other one, if I read it correctly. Yep. Okay, cool. So it does give you crit rate and crit damage. So nice. Nice, nice. And you get crit defense. So, anyways, Battle Spirit lifesteal rate increased by 5%, and crit rate for the next active skill increased by 40%, stacks up to 4 times removed after triggering. So 40% by 4. So you're guaranteed crit rate. Your crit rate's guaranteed because 4 times 4 is what? 16. So you're at 160%. That is awesome. All right, next one. No organization team boost. For each no organization ally, basic stats of all allies increase by 5%, and pen rate is increased by 6%. So, you're running a team of 5, so 25 and 25% and 30%. After an allied character triggers a non-active skill to deal damage, attack-related stats of allied and organization characters increase 3% for 1 turn, up to 3. So you're doing 5, so 25%, 30%, and 9%. That's not bad. So I'm guessing you might want to like put him like in the back. You might I think he might be like a 5th position. I don't know because we don't have everything. Anyways, next things next. We are ultra skill. Bleh. And sorry, this is separate, but this is how Kevin had it, so this is how we got to do it. Sweep pen rate becomes 1.5 times during the skill's duration. If you have Battle Spirit, crit damage for this skill is increased by 60%. So the 40% on the first and the 60% here is 100%. And you deal extra damage equal to 100% of attack to a target. Now he does single target, CCG's, pretty much single target. Except for Green Arima, because when he does his active skill after he hits everybody, which is fine. So not bad. Really, 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 really not bad. So, all right, next character is going to be Arima. Very nice. So so just like what happened with us with Agori, we got two X Agoris, right? Because we got Noro and we got Naki. So now is payback. Halloween payback to Agori, because Agori is whooping on CCG, and I've got videos on that coming up. But now that Agori not the Agori's beating CCG like crazy, CCG's lackluster. They're back, they're behind. So now, now we have young Yoshi and we have Arima, which are both CCG. So I'm guessing Arima you're gonna put somewhere in your first four, and then you're gonna put young Yoshi in your fifth slot. So for your backup. But I don't know. Like I said, these are all we know about the skills so far. So hopefully we'll get more information. I mean, they're coming out in a couple days. So I mean, we have the update. The game update is in 2 days, and then these characters come out in 4 days. And so I'll be able to, like I said, I'm going to be able to do better reviews on them, doing one by one instead of doing all three at once and the game update. But this is going to be easier for me, because that way I can upload one video and have everything done. Anyways, deals ghostly shadow damage equal to 520% of attack, which is nice. Another big number. I mean, they do single attack, but I mean 520%, man, that's just decent. Ghostly shadow ignores the target's active attack evasion. Okay, whoo, God, my eyes are going bad. Increases damage dealt to enemies with lower attack by 30% and crit damage by 50%. Oh man, this Arima is gonna rock and roll. Oh my God, this is gonna be so nice to replace I mean, you've got red, green, and you have your gold Arima. All right. So you want to keep your gold for shields. You want to keep your green for damage. You're gonna put this one in for damage. And then you can decide if you want to keep red Arima or Yokimoro, whatever his name is. So I don't know. But you definitely I'm telling you, you're definitely gonna want to put this one in. And it's nice because, it's just nice. The CCG needed this. And it's so nice because we have so many characters for Agori and Antiku that are, like we have Bunny, and then we had we have event characters for Antique and event characters for Agori, and then now we finally have nice event characters for CCG. I mean, CCG really, really needed this in my eyes. In my eyes, they really, really needed this. But hey, whatever. Who knows? Let me get through this, because this video is going to get so long that nobody's going to want to watch it. Anyways, Cursed Candy, effective also in backup state. Okay, so never mind. Maybe you want to put Arima in backup. Maybe Arima is going to be the backup, and then Yoshi's going to be, fourth slot, which is fine, which is perfectly fine. Like I said, I didn't read any of this. This is my first time reading any of it. So whatever. Anyways, let's get into it. When enemy turn ends, inflicts cursed candy to all enemies. When the caster enters the field as a backup for each cursed candy stack on the enemy, increase attack related stats by 10% up to 40%. So, 4. Because if they kill all 4 of you and then you enter from your 5th position and all 4 of them are dead, because, it depends on how much damage you're taking. So if they only kill one person, you get 10%. But if they kill all 4 and then you jump in, then it's by 40%. And deals trick or treat damage equal to 210% attack to all enemies. Now this would be complete crap if it was just the one person, because can you imagine your whole team's dead, you come in from your backup state, and then you're going up against a team that still has 4 maybe even their backup fifth guy alive, and you would only do damage to one person. So I think this is super nice that it's going to be to all enemies. They deserve it. The CCG definitely deserves this. And also, Cursed Candy reduces all stats by 3% up to 2 stacks, which is 6%. I don't know why they just couldn't make it like a flat 5. Like, forget the stacks. Just reduces all stats by 5% or reduces all stats by 10%. And then boom. Why did it have to be stacks? Why can't it just be boom? Because, I mean, Cursed Candy, when you come in, you're going to do Cursed Candy to all enemies. So if there's 2 enemies, then you're already there. And if there's 1 enemy, then I mean, whatever. I think that's stupid. I think Cursed Candy should reduce all stats by a percentage, whatever, 5%, 8%, 6%, 10%. Boom, it stacks, with no stacks. Just boom, boom. Once you come in, you reduce certain stats, and that's that. Anyways, trick or treat for each cursed candy removed from the target character. The character takes additional damage equal to 10% of their remaining HP, which I think should be higher. I think it should be like a 15-20% of the remaining HP, but whatever, because it's just remaining HP. If it was 10% of their overall HP, that's one thing. But if they're only taking a percentage of their remaining HP, it's going to be a lot less, a lot less than what you think it's going to be. Anyways, let's get through this guy because I'm slowing down. All right, Delicious Candy, effective also in backup state. When battle and your turn start, grant 2 stacks of Delicious Candy to all allies up to 3 stacks. So you grant you 2 and it can go up to 3, whatever. That kind of sounds kind of stupid. It should grant 2 and then it should go up to 3 times that, which would be up to 6 stacks, but whatever. Before an ally uses a skill, clears 1 stack of Delicious Candy and grants 1 Trickster. When an ally is infected with a debuff, if they have Delicious Candy, clears 1 stack of Delicious Candy to resist the debuff. Very nice. Delicious Candy reduces damage taken by 3%, increased crit defense by 5%. And when this effect expires or is removed, grants the character a shield equal to 5% of their max HP, which is not bad, but I mean, it should be higher. Trickster increases crit damage by 10% up to 3 times, which is, hey, whatever. It is whatever it is. All right, now last but not least, all character stat boost, effective also in backup state. When increases, it should be, when increases all allies' basic stats by 12%, additional increase to all CCG character stats by 4% for each ally with HP above 75%. Reduces all enemies' crit-related stats by 5%. For each ally with HP below 75%, it reduces all enemies' attack-related stats by 3%. Why do they have to make that so confusing? Why can't it be a flat stat? Like, okay, for each ally's HP above 75%, all enemies crit, goes down by 5. And then for everybody below 75, all attack-related stats by 5. And then CCG character stats by 5%. It could have been like a straight 5% or a little bit higher. But once again, I digress. Next, Ultra Skill. Ultra Ghostly Shadow ignores a target's active attack evasion, increases damage dealt to enemies with lower attack by 30% and crit damage by 50%. For each cursed candy on all enemies, increases crit rate of this attack by 40%. So, there we go. He's done. And then the next one and the last one is going to be Juso. Whew. Man, this video is getting long. I'm trying to read it a little bit faster, but I still want to get it stuck in the head a little bit. Like I kind of think about what's going on and not just read it and not understand any of it. Anyways, all right. Deals a death descent damage equal to 325% of attack to all enemies. Now, of course, this is not going to be the 530% because we're doing all enemies, not just single target, which is nice. But Juzo, he hits, he's one of those he hits everybody. He's an AOE-ish, AOE, whatever. Death descents increases crit damage by 1.5 times for this skill's use. and deals additional damage equal to 100% of attack to the target. Nice. So you get 100% attack and 1.5 times crit damage. Very, very nice. So you're doing some decent damage. First skill is gonna be Misfortune. After an allied CCG character deals damage, man, CCG is getting a lot of good stuff. Anyways, after an allied CCG character deals damage, inflict 1 stack of Misfortune on the target up to 4 stacks. When an enemy takes damage, if they have 4 stacks of Misfortune, applies Death Curse to them for 1 turn. Misfortune takes 10% more damage from the caster. Death Curse reduces all stats by 30%. Nice. And removing this effect also clears all Misfortune effects on the target. Man, that sounds good. I think Juzo is sounding good. All right, next. CCG all boost. For each allied CCG character on the field, increase all allies' basic stats by 4%. Additionally, increase the caster's crit damage by 15%. The caster's attack against enemies with misfortune are guaranteed to hit critically. So you're guaranteed crit, 100% guaranteed crit. That's nice. After an allied CCG character attacks a target with Death Curse raises the character's skill level and grants the target 1 week, triggers once per one per character per turn. Triggers once per character per turn. It sounds funny, per character per turn. Anyways, Misfortune take 10% more damage from the caster. Death Curse reduces all stats by 30%, and removing this effect also clears all Misfortune effect on the target. Very, very good. Very, very good. All right, next one. Charge Strike. When an enemy with Misfortune dies, gain 1 stack Misfortune. Accumulation for each stack of Misfortune on the target and deals damage equal to 160% of attack to all enemies. Man, I love the all enemies. CCG, man, needs the all enemies. Misfortune take 10% more damage from the caster. Misfortune accumulation increase basic stats by 3% and non-active skill damage by 5% up to 4 stacks lasting 1 turn, which that should have easily been 2 turns. I think it should have been 2 turns, but whatevs. I don't know. I digress. All right, last but not least, Ultra skill. Ultra Death Descents increases crit damage by 2. Increases crit damage 2 times, 2x by 2x for the skill use. And deals additional damage equal to 100% of attack to the target for every 40% of your crit damage. The coefficient of the extra damage increases by 10% up to 250%. Very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. All right, well, we are done with the 3 characters. Now we're gonna go into the upgrade. Right? Yeah. The update. Yeah, let's talk update. New content added the option to recruit characters from previous carnivals. Wow, nice. So you can recruit characters from previous carnivals in carnival recruitment. Available character will be 1 period apart. Nice. Cool. So I'm guessing what they mean by 1 period apart is it would whatever character comes out this time, you can't have him next time because you have to have the new character. Whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Who knows? All right. Added damage statistics on the battle finalization screen. That's nice. Nice. So we're going to have damage statistics now. Cool. Added potential locking functionality. Rainbow potential will be automatically locked upon acquisition. That is so nice. So we can lock potentials. That's so nice because we can't right now. And you can, and I've done this before where I accidentally went into combining and I combined something I didn't want to. So now we can lock potentials, which is going to be a pain in the butt because you're going to have to go through go through all your characters that have the potentials that you want on them and lock them. But whatever, just spend the time and do it. I mean, even though you're probably not going to move any of those, but I mean, I would still. Or maybe you can go into your backpack and maybe automatically lock all certain levels. That'd be nice. Who knows? Next, added the Conquest Battle Tatara title. Nice. Very, very good. A new title. Secondary attributes for characters. Very, very good. Increase the max level cap for character limits. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going to be the max level cap? Is it going to go up to 400? I don't know. All right. Added the exchange for legendary enchantment stones in the limit crystal exchange. Very nice. That's nice. The cell creation event now includes a point shop. Top 10 in each round rankings will receive cell concentrate, which can be used for exchanges. That is wow. Wow. Campaign to 1,000 floors. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, it's not much. Okay. Because we're going from 900 to 1,000. So it's only 100 floors. I'm going to try to see if I can push this. I'm gonna try to push and try to get in there because right now I think I'm in like third. I was getting a lot of second and thirds on the on the rewards. So I'm gonna try to do it for you guys this time too. I really will. I promise. I promise I'm gonna try to do it. Anyways, number 10, increased the regional breakthrough floors to 30. Will take effect in the next carnival. Which I mean, I will tell you guys this. I'm on floor 21. Because I think from after like floor 21 to 25 give the same pretty much give the same rewards. So I don't even push that. I know I could. I've pushed it up to 24, but I don't know. It's just man, if it was like whenever carnival reset, like I'm on 21. Whenever carnival reset, if you started like on floor 20, that'd be one thing. But I have to start all the way from floor 1 again. And okay, it does jump some floors because you go from 1 to 5 or 7, and you don't have to do every single floor, but still, it's a pain in the butt. I think if you've made it past floor 20, then when we start it, then let us start at 20. I think that's what I think, but whatever. I digress. Anyways, optimization. Did I gotta write down the time? 25:50. No, I gotta write down the time because I'm writing down times because I'm doing this in pictures. Anyways, optimization optimized the launch time for the server-wide pool from 33 days after server launch to the fourth day after server launch. Optimized the lineup requirements for the strategic arena ranks. Now requires 5 characters. Nice. Optimized unlock conditions for each division. Improved the one-tap level up feature. I mean, whatever. That's like so minor. And move the random exchange login rewards and wishing sign in to the launch fest module. Cool. So whatever, optimizations, updates, everything's done. I got to get this video up to you guys. I got to put it together. That's going to be the fun part, putting this together. But hey, whatever, we got it done. 23 minutes. Take it easy, everybody. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.